say, my bad, that was kind of like a stale, like, I'm glad you're here. Just giving yourself that time to just have a clear headspace, being able to think, with intentional thoughts, being aware of your thoughts, being aware of your energy, being observant, not too observant where everything is calculated and strategized, but observant to be aware and present, where you can flow through the day, allow the day to be spontaneous, flowing with the wind, and trusting in your energy, trusting in your being, like, to surrender to the Most High, to surrender to the greater plan, and trust the greater plan, as it is something like, something beyond the physical, something more than yourself, but you are everything all at once. So, breathe. And just flow. Dance. Like, I really been getting the vibe of, like, back in the days. I posted on my story. I was like, I want to learn how to dance salsa. I want to get groovy, I've been really, like, energetic lately. I've been having a lot of energy. And I've really, y'all, these past cycles that I'm past, I've been getting like 4 hours of sleep and, rising and having the energy to do what I plan to do. And wake and rise early, I've been having so much energy lately. And it's really been like, I've been really taking it step by step, and like, I've been existing in each day, in these days, like these cycles. I want to stop using the word days, because like when you're trapped in the days, it means like everything feels caved in, and like you're missing time. No, when I be living, I be so present, and I'm just in communion. I'm in communion with whoever is in my space, with whoever is around me. Even if I'm like in the grocery store and somebody's right next to me, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, just allowing yourself to be connected in all facets of life. When you're disassociated from like humanity, you don't know how to communicate. We was talking about earlier. It's like new people moving into my neighborhood. These people don't talk. Like, these people will literally walk by you. They be like, hey, how you doing? And they just stare at you. Which it's not expected, because, of course, like, we know everybody doesn't want to speak. Everybody isn't social. Everybody wants to be to themselves and are in this hermit, in this shell. But, like, I don't expect no one to, have the same morals as I do. Or, like, show up in the same values. Show up in the same ways that I show up, and hold the same values that I hold. That's so, like, I'm aware of that. But it's saddening. It's disheartening when, like, man, everybody's so disconnected from, like, each other. Like, and how connected we are. And to know that it's hard for a lot of people to receive and have a receptive, an open heart, and be able to have these, little connections throughout, the day. Like these little connections, like small talk, like actual, like being social with one another, like actually admiring one another. Don't get me wrong, like the times that we're in, the planetary shift is like increasing. And so as we continue to shift through these timelines, the vibration, increases. That vibration heightens. The planet heats up and becomes fruitful, like, and abundant. And nature expresses itself through art, like through connections, like through, like just by coexisting. And when you can coexist and create community, like cultivate healthy, like thriving civilizations, and there be like just culture, like there just be like true genuine admiration. I just put my foot in a spider web. There can be true admiration, like there can be genuine love, genuine like connections. Like we can create with one another without like being so competitive and egoic about our creations. Why not just admire, admire one's art and express how inspired you are instead of trying to steal someone's creation, like, and be so unoriginal, like be so inauthentic to yourself. Like you look crazy when you take something away without crediting someone and say that this is your creation. When it's like, I don't even consider owning what I do create. I'm exchanging energy with the divine creation, and I'm just coexisting and being as I am and showing up as I am. As I show up as I am, authentically me, I create authentic art, and I'm grateful for what I create. But I also I don't how will I say this? I don't too much attach myself nor like determine my value based off of my art. I just create and continue to create, and not really too much not attaching a agenda to my creation, but just this is a creation, a unique embodiment of love within itself, a unique embodiment of testament and experiences transmuted into an art piece, and you create something so divine, like something inspirational with a story and symbols, like it's very symbolic, and it holds like history, it holds meaning, purpose. But I'll be so detached from like I'll be so detached from my creations. Like I'm forever malleable. I exist in many forms, and I switch up. Like I'm so human. Like I change, I evolve, I expand in certain aspects of myself. I hone on this part of myself, and I kind of take a step back. How beautiful, bro. Like, what? How y'all doing? I'm on a natural high this rising. Like, I'm feeling phenomenal. I'm just going with the wind today. I know that song by Chris Brown. It go like, so blow it in the wind. Let the sparks fly tonight. Let the times get you back. Sparks fly tonight. Smiling. So blow it in the wind. We can let the mother niggas say fun. So blow it in the wind. All that bullshit, we gon' let it ride. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Bro, look, bro. Look, bro, look at this, bro. I'm lost for words. Let me take a seat. Cause I'm in like gratitude. Like I'm flowing in gratitude. Y'all, like I rose at 4 and I did me some ab workouts. Let me prop y'all on my back. Okay, hat came on. I'm gonna just keep my hat off. No, I kind of like the blue. The blue kind of bring the skin out a little bit, I guess. However, I'm feeling wonderful. How are you feeling on this occasion? Look at the ants. The ants already gathering. Just gathering. I don't know if y'all seen them. They're like, who is this intruder invading our home? But, yeah, I hope you're being mindful of your energy. I hope you're just taking things slow. Like, I woke up early this rising and my grandmother, you know, she went to work. But before she left the house, she be in a rush. And it's really because she's that arthritis and all these other ailments and things that our elders just have to go through, you know. And so it was one of them risings where she was moving fast, and on top of that, she's in pain, so she's under pressure. And I had to tell her, like, slow down. She's like, you know what, you right. But when you in pain, everything just go to, chaos. Especially when you're in pain and like your mind just, you're thinking about everything, you're trying to do everything all at once, and everything can't go accordingly and how you want it to because, the mind is cluttered. And so y'all, guess what? This woman, she went out the house. As she walking down the porch, I'm like, Grandma, you missing a shoe. Like, your shoes are mismatched. And I'm like, let me go get your other shoe, because what you got going on? She's like, you know what, son? And we just had to laugh it off. Like, sometimes you start the day, a little stagnant. But you can't let that just take control. Like, take heed of the day. Like, take command over your intentions and how you want this day to flow through. Not necessarily controlling everything, because when you have such a strong hold on everything, trying to make everything go the way that you want it, it's restrictions. Like, you get met with resistance, and it restricts you from being able to flow. Now look at this. I say that to say, like, take your time, Take your time, breathe. And with that being said, let's do some breath work. And I hope I don't get eaten up by ants while I'm trying to control my breathing. while I'm trying to breathe and expand my lungs. It's a lot of rocks. I wish it was like grass right here, but it's a lot of rocks. But let's just... Towards the end of that, I was just telling myself, surrender. You know, like, just surrender. Surrender to the moment. Surrender to the possibility of something going however it goes, not having an expectation for that outcome or that play out or, you know, that event or that moment, you know, that you're existing in. Just surrender to it and allow it to take you where it takes you. Allow it to take you wherever and fear nothing, like, or better yet, like, do it in fear, you know, do it under pressure and see how that plays out. Do it anxious, do it curious, just being curious to know, like, what would happen if I do such and such? What will happen, like, and not necessarily there being this detriment to your future, but there being destiny, there being opportunity. There be opportunity for growth and exploration of the soul. Discovery of the soul, like, be passionate while journeying along and know that things will go according to the divine plan. I love you all.